Good evening, everybody. Hope you all are having a fantastic evening. All right. My name is Centauri, and tonight we are going to be playing a game called Stars Reach. Um, if you've never heard of it before, that's not surprising. It is in alpha stage right now. It hasn't quite moved over to beta. And that is kind of intentional right now. We've been going through a lot of stress tests, developer tests, everything like that. I'm not a developer, but I am a part of the alpha testing period team, or teams, I should say, and helping provide feedback and guide as to the experience of the game. So the purpose of what I'm wanting to do with this stream today is kind of just do a play test. We get notified when they're ready to test the next batch of updates, and I thought maybe this would be a perfect opportunity to introduce some people to the up and coming game. If you guys have ever played anything like Star Wars Galaxy, or Galaxies, I should say, then you're you're pretty familiar with MMO RPG games that are like this. But for this particular one, it's pretty unique because those of you that like sci-fi, if you like, let's see, what's the best way to put it? No Man's Sky, where it's really more of kind of like a sandbox type game where you have the ability to explore kind of a procedurally generated or a simulated type of environment. It's pretty cool. So I'll go over kind of the high points of what the game are, and then we'll just dive right in because this particular update is really meant for new players. So I figured it might be kind of a good opportunity to give a good overview and show you what the game is kind of like out of the box, so to speak, in its current form. So pretty cool stuff. So Stars Reach, as I kind of mentioned, it's a sandbox type of science fiction fantasy MMO that it allows you to basically explore a simulated galaxy, and you can go to different planets that are filled with all sorts of life, all sorts of different, you can do survival, you can do combat, you can participate in like different economies. So it's really what you make of it. So what I mean by the economy, it's a player driven kind of economy, right? So the game features you can engage in different types of professions, whether you're doing combat or crafting or actual like trading with currency and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. You can do a whole bunch of exploration. So if you're into like the No Man's Sky, kind of going from different planet to planet type discovery type things, that may be for you because you can explore there's thousands of procedurally generated planets inside of the galaxy. There's space zones. You can do single persistent universe. So each planet will have like its own unique flora, fauna, and players can actually interact with that environment. It's pretty cool. So you can do all sorts of different like customization, and there's a progress system inside of the game as well where you can utilize like a skill tree, and there's kind of a horizontal progression system that you'll see in other MMORPGs if you're familiar with those. And you're not necessarily locked into specific classes or roles, which is kind of cool. So you can change your builds freely throughout the game, which is kind of nice, and that kind of that makes it easier if you're wanting to kind of play around and find what works for you and what works best, right? It's hard to necessarily explain without showing, so we'll kind of get to that here quickly. And then there's a community and governance aspect of this where like you can govern planets, which is kind of cool. You can collaborate with friends and other players to kind of shape what that government looks like on those worlds. It's pretty cool. So it's developed by a company called Playable Worlds. It's basically a successor to games that you may know like Ultimate Online, Star Wars Galaxies, and the whole purpose is really to create this like immersive community driven world or universe rather that it's exciting to play. Like it kind of sucks you into the type of play and community that World of Warcraft like used to provide, and Ultima, honestly. Um, yeah. So that said, I'm gonna shut up, and we are going to go ahead and dive in to this test. So as you can see, it's a pre-alpha build. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna log in, and it's gonna be like a brand new game, like from the ground up. So that's what you can expect in some of these tests. And if you guys like it, as new updates come out, I'll keep playing. The tribe's humanity ruined their homes' worlds. Some simply blew themselves up. Others unleashed bioengineered plague. Some destroyed their climates or let AI go rogue. A dozen different dooms. Then the robots came. They arrived from interstellar space and named themselves to servitors. They lifted our survivors up to the stars. We survivors were put into stasis and carried countless light years before arriving at the servitors' base. We were being awakened, but something is very wrong. Greetings, human. Do not be alarmed by your lack of vision. You were struck by cosmic rays when departing the heliopause from your home system. We apologize, but you melted. Think to yourself, melted? Scream internally in horror. Try to speak. Try to speak. We are happy to offer you a complimentary rebuild of your genetic structure. Kindly identify which human species most resembles what you looked like before you were goo. Try to speak. All right, so truth be told, the aesthetics of the game, like I said, it's in alpha. There's a lot more they are going to be doing. I follow them pretty closely in terms of the updates that they do. It's not a bad start. Okay. But let's see here. What best resembles me? None of these. Centauri. Let's see. Let's go with this guy. He looks pretty cool, right? Grinding blood, blah, 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 blah. All right. So, identity kiosk. Place your targeting reticle over the kiosk in front of you. Approach it and hit G to access the kiosk. Once the kiosk is open, change your form by clicking on the various body templates in the list. Revolve the camera around yourself by holding right-click down on and moving your mouse. When done, hit escape to continue. Servitor. Congratulations on your new embodiment. You need to move along now. The scheduled destruction of this sector is already in progress. Make your way to the station's portal while there is still time. So, movement's pretty straightforward, like from other games, WASD. You can toggle your reticle with T, or you can move your mouse wheel in and out to change the zoom. The camera move is fixed, and you can do like a free reticle by holding right on your mouse. So before we do all that, I'm going to go ahead and change a few things. Graphics. I'm playing in 4K. I've got a 4K monitor at like 240 hertz. So we are going to keep it on that, but I just want you guys to know that you may see my game at a very different setting than you may be used to. For the tessellation, I kind of keep it on high, but don't worry about it so much right now. It's alpha. Things are going to smooth over. It's all that fun that comes along with some of these tests, right? So there's no DLSS right now, so keep that in mind. If you see some choppiness or you see kind of some lower frame rate, that could be potentially why. But okay, let's take a look at choose the species under development. So these are your four species that you can choose at the moment. So I'm going to go with, I don't really know anything about any of these, so I'm going to go with Elione. Okay, so as you can see, Elione is kind of like the cat looking thing. So let's go with the different variants here. Okay, so your Gurton are kind of like these horned creatures. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. You're like a devil. But let's take a look back here at Squatchy. Okay, so that's like the big ooga booga guy that I had chosen beforehand. So that's we're just gonna stay with him, right? Okay, this is a test. It's gonna be blown away at after the playtest is over. So we're gonna go with that. Cool. Huzzah. You can jump with spacebar. You can crouch with control. You can climb by holding W and pushing forward against it, and then tap spacebar. Debris tool. So you open your inventory by hitting I, and you've got effectively it is it's used for mining resources. You can break up debris and stuff. Okay, so 1 through 4, kind of like other equipable scenarios with other games. It's pretty cool. So, ta-da! You should now store your real-life matrix before we continue. Hit escape. Okay, so use the real-life station by targeting it and hitting G to save your current inventory. See, you kill yourself, you can relife. Ta-da! Excellent. You were torn apart and then rematrixed. Your pattern save is confirmed. So think of it like storing your consciousness, right? It's pretty cool. It's not what. All right, now we get the grapple. Okay, so we're going to go into our inventory and we are going to set the grapple. No. That's Yep, there we go. And then you use R to fire your grapple. Oh no, I killed myself. You arrived just in time. Walk through the portal. The Transplanetary League will help you once you arrive on the other side. I will remain behind to complete the dissolution of this system. Congratulations on your arrival, traveler. Please exit the garden into the central hub of the starbase. There, look for the balcony to your right with the mission kiosks on it. Picking a few missions is a great way to get your feet wet. Give it a try. Pillar of the community. Toaster's Rye. So we've got that. That's the ecology system. So let's take a look at the ecology system real quick. Overall planet health, 95.7. Servitor edicts. Vesuvianite, nickel, tungsten. Minerals, quantity, 68%, diversity, 100%. Flora, quantity, 100%, diversity, 100%. So it's a pretty healthy world, like they were saying, right? So this is where you can take a look at what is actually on that world. It's pretty cool. I still don't understand how it can have like more than 100%, but whatever. We'll come back to this later, all right? So that's to unlock skills. This is a pretty important area, so rather than like trying to explain all of it, we'll come back to it later, okay? All right, so here's our missions. Which world would you like to view missions for? Bixus? Veraticus 3? Midotara. Okay. All right, select the available missions of Midotara. Kill a dangerous Carvix, moderate, for 400 Claudius on Midotara. Find a MacGuffin, easy. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to check out the easy ones first, okay? We're going to start with find a MacGuffin. And we're going to do harvest for 107 Claudius. And then we're going to do one more survey. All right, so now you earn Claudius, which is the currency, by completing missions. The mission types you can take depend on the equipment you have in your inventory. You can have one active mission of each type at any given time. Once you have an active mission, fly through the space toward the mission waypoint. It always leads you to where you need to go. Accomplish the mission, then return back here with the mission kiosk to receive your reward. Pretty straightforward, right? Don't forget to equip your new items. So we're going to need a harvester. And we're going to grapple. We're going to grab that. It's non-equipable. We're going to do this. I'm going to grab the Omni Shock as well. Okay. I heard somebody over by here, but that's fine. Okay, so now we're going to go back to It's been a hot minute since I've done a test, so bear with me. We jump through here. You go up by hitting spacebar. Ah! Okay, so now we're getting started on our first set of missions. Pretty cool, right? If you guys have any questions or you're wanting to see something along the way, please let me know. Oh no! Crashed. That sucks. But as you can see, launch is fast, can get right back in. I will definitely let the dev team know after this is over. Okay, so it took me to Mitatara after I went through. Okay, planet shutdown will happen in 17 days, 14 hours, and 44 minutes. Current mayor, Sotogat. Population 21. Mineral none, blue veil. Fauna none. Okay. So, we're just going to kind of follow along and we're going to head over to where welcome to the world. Type chat commands. How are you? So this is a sky shark. You want to be very careful and not get hurt by them. So we're going to equip our Omni Shock. So we got some radon. Nice. Omni Blaster. Fires homing projectiles. Get your reticle near the target before firing. E and Q are special slots where you can apply specials earned in the combat tree. So take a look at this. This is a pretty cool looking planet, isn't it? You know, it's pretty special. Ah! Try not to kill myself in the process. All right, so to view missions, here, let's go back over here. So the whole point of this particular test is they wanted us to check out the here, I will actually pull up what they were wanting us to test in this, if you guys would like to know. Hidden Fog update. Hello, Reachers. This is one of the big updates or upgrades? Question mark. A first step towards new graphics. Enjoy a new look, faster rendering, with the system instantly reacting to the glowing resources, season, weather, temperature, and more. Caves are now scarier, like real caves. Fog and gases also react to environmental effects. Check out the game settings, escape key, and play around with volumetric fog. So this update was to test out them adding volumetric fog. Let's see. Preamble and hallway experience. Intro screens reduced. Hallways widen. Ladder replaces elevator shaft. Dialogue simplified. Lava room profession kiosks removed. All characters temporarily start with Omnishock, Harvester, Terraformer, and Pathfinder. Chat pane hidden during hallway crouch obstacles now allow rolling. Identity kiosk. Players can now choose from 64 appearances at the start. No more random changes when zoning. Basic NPCs. A servitor NPC was added at the end of the hallway in the groundwork for future customizable NPCs. Starbase and miscellaneous improvements. Basement removed. Respawn now in the Garden of Life. That's where we were. Performance boosted with fewer objects and better frame rate. Wild wormholes disabled. Planet rotation feature coming soon. Inventory visuals improved. Soil to metal gem recipes removed. Replaced by add system. Tools upgraded. GovBot missions require less wood. More fruits, seeds, furniture, and lights added. Camera defaults to fixed reticle mode. That's what we saw. Private chats enabled. Same world only, which is kind of cool. Multi-boss spawns removed. Real life station has clear effects. So lots of good updates. So we are going to go to where this fauna is and see. Oh my god. So you just need the reticle kind of close in order for it to hit. It's not bad. It's not very difficult to do the combat here. So if you hit the shift key, it will help you run faster, which is kind of nice. Okay, look at this. Here we are. So let's... The Harvester. I completed the mission. Hooray. We are going to go over here, harvest a little bit more. Perhaps. Whee! Okay, we're gonna homestead crate. That's your vendor. You can buy all sorts of stuff. Refinery. Awesome. If you need to learn something about the game and you want to know, it actually does a really good job of explaining things. And I like this because it actually shows you what to do. Something I wish it would have kind of explained right off the bat is you can hit C to activate your shield, which is kind of nice. Let's see. To view missions, where is my mission info? Oh, also, if you're wanting to like see how your frame rate's doing, you can do this. Okay. Which my FPS isn't great at the moment. I don't quite understand why. But that's fine. You have stamina at the very bottom here. You can hold shift to run faster, and we're going to turn off the frame rate. We're going to go ahead and put the OmniShock back because I don't want to die. Oh, come on. It's going to kill me. Your grapple is your best friend. And yes, you actually can climb pretty much everything you see. So that's kind of nice. So if you hold down left click, it'll charge it. And it'll make it a lot more powerful. Pretty neat. Okay. All right, we got some raw fish. As you can see, there is a day-night cycle, which is kind of nice. Makes it very pretty. That was kind of a cool shot, but what? Oh yeah. By the way, you kind of don't want to be in the meteor storm area, so be careful. And you can pick up random abilities. I've noticed is pretty cool. But yeah, when there's a meteor storm going off, it you can get hurt pretty bad pretty quick. So be careful. And watch out for pits. That's what she said. Just kidding. I just hurt myself pretty bad. There is a mission completion. Nope. I just want to complete the other one at the moment. Okay. Okay, so you can actually fill. Craft another. Awesome. So now, if you go and look, we've got meat kebabs. And you eat it by right-clicking. That's pretty. Check this out. I don't know what this is, but we're going to harvest it and find out. Alien mushroom trunk. All right. So now we're going to go all the way over here. Come on. So so far, I would say that the fog update isn't hurting anything. Performance-wise, it seems to be doing fine. Aside from... Oh, come on, that plant's fine. Ooh, we're going to go over where those really pretty trees are. Dang it. Okay. See what it says about surveys. The Pathfinder. Locate survey nodes. The tones you hear increase the pitch and frequency as you get closer to them. Once you're visible with a short range, the node becomes visible. Collect the survey node with left click. The Pathfinder only works on planets. Space is a trackless void and doesn't have any nav nodes. Okay, that deer is not very happy with me being nearby, as you can tell. Goodbye, dear. Give me your meat. You received a servitor violation for harvesting, damaging, or destroying an endangered blue veil. This is just a warning. The action will be taken if you continue to perform forbidden actions. So, you can perform illegal actions in this game, which is not good, but keep that in mind. All right, so let's see if I can fix some stuff here. Kind of want to crank everything up so you guys can actually see what it looks like. Let's see, soft shadows. Everything's set very high. No, we're just going to do this. Everything is set to very high. There you go. And it looks very beautiful. Okay. All right, so we're going to whip out the terraformer. That might not be... Okay. So we completed the Pathfinder stuff. I don't remember what my other mission was, and I can't remember the key to actually open it up. So, but we are going to go ahead and go turn it in real quick after. So each planet's going to have what looks like 64 of these, which is kind of cool. All right. I think this is a base that somebody had made. Let me out of here. All right, so we're gonna put that up for right now. So much fog. And that's the end of this planet that we can go to for the moment. Yoink. Excuse me. So somebody came through here and really just went to town on oh my god. What? Why did I die? That stunk. Oh well. Did I lose everything? Nope. Okay, so let's take a look at something real quick. Skill trees. Every skill tree has at least one tool associated with it. Use an associated tool to gain XP for that skill tree. Each skill node costs XP. Once you've earned enough XP, spend it by clicking on a skill node to unlock it. So, you can use XP to unlock skills. Pretty cool. You use K to open your skill tree. Look at that. There's a lot. Let's see. There is a lot. But for right now, let's go to combat. You have to go to escape. Skills kiosk. Duh, I forgot. Okay. Yoink! Also, that middle bar, you cannot relife if it goes all the way down. So keep that in mind. It will recharge over time. So there is... This is a cave. Yes, 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 I'm exhausted. Where's the hole? I'm stuck. Guys, I don't remember how to get out of these caves. Oh boy. We're gonna be here a while. Uh It's like the hole closed up. Nope, nope. Found it. Okay, so as you can tell, caves need a little bit of work, in my opinion. This isn't the best cave to have found to get stuck in, so I'm sorry. Okay, that's better. I do like how far out you can zoom. I do kind of like that. We're going to complete that mission. Cool. Now let's take a look at the vendor. You can buy skill chits. That's pretty much all you can buy in the alpha right now. Minus some like meat. I do like that. Let's see here. Disposable light that is activated is lit for a time until it finally consumes its power source and dereses. We can equip it by right click. There we go. There's a light. Now we've got a light. Perfect if you want to go into a cave. I don't know what this red diamond is over here, so we're gonna go check it out. I think it's something to do with this cave. Hey, hey, stop hitting me. All right, so we're gonna whip out the terraformer. Actually, that was the harvester. My bad. Grave marker. That's where I died. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, come on. Climb. Ah, there we go. So you can also do this to eat. Hold on. Stop. Stop moving. Ooh, there's a boss that spawned. All right, we're gonna go take this stuff back, and we're gonna go fight it. Because why not? Let's see if there's any missions to go fight Jules. All right, so the menace called Jules has coalesced and a TPL waypoint has been added to your HUD at its location. Either help us rid the world of this menace or use a waypoint to avoid its menace. You have been warned. Good luck. Let's go fight it. Because why not? There we go. I'm sure the people on the server are like, huh? Oh, come on. Okay, he's kicking my butt. So, doesn't seem like anything I do is bring him down, man. Oh no. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to go in that. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. Come on, man. Okay, so I'm trying to remember some stuff. Like, how do we... Wounds. Dance and wounds. So right now, this is basically what I'm doing to help provide them information, right? Well, the game crashes. Very cool. Yeehaw! I just want my stuff back. I'm trying to remember how to actually, like, fix my health, right? Nope. Go away. Go away, Jules. So as you can tell, bosses are pretty, unless you actually level up a little bit, you're not going to do so well. Oops. All right, so let's go back and let's actually check out some of the like refining stuff that you can do, right? So this is somebody's homestead. This is somebody's house that they've built. Ah, son of a gun. Son of a gun. That sucks. Okay, there it is. My guy's tired. He's very tired. Come on. Okay. Okay, refinery time. We've got ammonium. We don't have enough of everything. Don't have enough of that either. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Bless me. Jeez. All right. I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh my gosh. Good gravy. All right. Mission. It's at limit. I can't stop sneezing. Okay. We're gonna do some more missions. Guys, if you can send me medicine to stop sneezing, I'd appreciate it. Ugh. Did you see what it said? Ah. Due to the inability of this planet's meat bags to take care of their own problems, your Sevatar guardians have taken it upon themselves to rid your world of this menace. It has been noted in our records. Good God, I'm gonna sneeze again. Ugh. Allergies. So where I live right now, it's been way warmer than it should be in the winter. Ugh. This is again. I don't get it. Why? What are you wanting me to do? You know what? Whatever. Excuse me. So we can't harvest those. Bad juju. What on earth is that? Well, let's go over there. All hail the mighty golden man. Praise be. Let's very intrigued. Okay. I'm gonna ruin somebody's fun. Guess I can't do it. Oof. You know what? We're gonna stay away from those because they like to kill me. And I don't like them. I don't like them. Hang on 1 second. Why is my guy breathing so heavy? Okay, we're gonna try to go get that back. Mother, father. Okay, I think this is a good stopping point for today. I need to apparently read up on some things to get better at this game. I am not doing super great. I can't remember how to bring my health back up to full capacity, and that's kind of annoying. Yeah, man, this is kind of frustrating and not what I remember. So, here's what it is. Um, yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Sorry if it's not been a great example of what the game is or should be. It's kind of frustrating that I couldn't figure out some of the stuff, but hopefully you had a good time watching and got a pretty good feel for what it kind of looks like exploring one of the worlds. I had fun showing it to you. So next time there's a playtest, I'll stream it and you can see what the next update is. Talk to y'all later. Have a good night.